Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is Mark from Enigma Trading Group. I hope everyone is having a great week and had a great week so far, and I hope none of you guys are blowing your account. I keep saying that, but I know one day someone will comment, oh, I actually did blow my account, and I'll be sorry for that guy. But yeah, first of all, this is the first time I'm trying to make this type of video, so basically the idea is I'm doing a backtest behind the scenes, which I've literally just done. And then I'm just going to try voice over it. Not exactly about the backtest, but maybe some random topics that people are interested in or something. So if there is a topic that you guys are interested in, please let me know in the comments down below. For today, I kind of want to talk about either one or two things depending on how much time I have. This is unscripted, by the way, so if I start rambling on about and waffling about something, I'm sorry. I'm going to try catch myself doing it, but there is a high chance I'm going to do it because I do like to hear myself talk. So the first topic I'm looking at is the importance of backtesting. Hopefully for most people this is quite a obvious reason. There's an obvious reason why it should be backtesting, but for others that are, you know, the lazy traders, I don't want to call anyone out, but someone did call themselves out in the live stream. They said they were a bit of a lazy trader, but I hope it gives you guys an idea of why backtesting is important and how it can help you potentially in trading in the future if you guys don't already do so. And the second topic is the lifestyle of traders and the reality of trading. I'm sure some of you guys can already see where I'm going on with that, but yeah, we'll see later on if we can fit that in this video. It's overall a 13-minute video because I sped it up from a 2-hour backtesting session. So yeah, let's see if I have enough time. Hopefully I do because it's quite an interesting video. If not, it'll be the next topic for the next backtesting video. So for a few things before I start talking about the main things, so for example, like the first topic is there is going to be a lot of spelling errors and you guys will catch a lot of spelling errors. I know, I see them, I witnessed them, I just couldn't be asked to change them. Because one, the reason why I do have a lot of spelling errors is Notion doesn't have spell correct, auto spell correct, which I do rely upon it when it comes to typing and stuff. So yeah, and the second thing is I have a new keyboard, so it's a little bit tricky to get used to it. I haven't got used to it yet. I'm not in my normal setup, so this is my PC setup. I normally trade on and type and stuff on my laptop setup with that other keyboard, so I'm not used to this one, so bear with me. And the second thing is, my point is, does it really matter if there's a bit of spelling error? As long as it makes sense, as long as it's readable, I think it should be fine. This what's it called, this data, or not this data, this file is accessible for everyone, by the way, so anyone who's in Discord, you guys have access to this backtesting sheet. So you guys can obviously check up on it, see if I'm slacking, tell me off if I'm slacking, or you guys can copy it and then obviously use it for your own backtesting. If you guys have any questions on how to use it, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer it, although I'm not an expert in Notion. Which leads me on to the next thing is, I am using Notion for this, by the way, guys. A lot of you guys are probably Excel users, so you probably use your, keep track of your data using Excel, but I use Notion a lot because I don't know, all the colors and stuff, it, you know, helps me remember stuff better. And I've just been using Notion for 3 years and it's a really good platform for me. So yeah, if you guys want to try it out, it is completely free. There's no like, well, there are plans, but you don't have to really buy the plan. It's quite a useful tool. If just click the link in the description below. It's called Notes, Backtesting and Notes, I think is what I named it. So if you guys want to try out Notion, you know, feel free to click that link in the description below. I think, yeah, that's about it for the announcements. But for the people that are curious and can't see the screen properly, here are my data points. So first of all, I have 15 trades within this backtest because it's quite a new backtest, a relatively new backtest sheet. So the average risk to reward is 5.4. The average stop loss in pips is 132 pips. The average TP is 690. Bear in mind, this is gold, by the way, so everything is practically 10x, okay? And the win rate is just above 85%, so we'll just call it 85%. And the total percentage gain from those 50 data points is 41% overall, including the 2 losses or 3 losses that I've had so far. But yeah, so first of all, okay, so this is a 2-hour video. I've just literally, you know, really sped it up as much as I can, but you can still kind of see what I'm trying to do here. And it's should be around 15 minutes, or maybe, you know, give or take a few minutes. But yeah, so I guess let's go on to the first topic, is the importance of backtesting. So first of all, right into it, is it gives you experience with execution. Especially with a trade I do, it's quite important to have that experience because I only really get 2 or 3 trades a week, realistically. It's not the best, but my strategy is quite a high win rate but low frequency. But yeah, it gives me experience anyways when it comes to execution, because I know a lot of traders are really good at analyzing the markets and knowing the bias, knowing the direction of the market. But the issue is they don't know how to execute on it, and a lot of it is because they don't really know how to backtest and how to use it to their advantage. So when you backtest, it gives you that experience with executing a trade. I know you're not actually pressing the button; you're just putting a risk to reward tool, but it gives you a little bit of it does give you a little bit of experience when when it comes to execution, because you feel like you're kind of executing, even though you're not actually physically executing. It does give you the feeling that you are. It's kind of like demo trading, but even less so because you're not actually pressing the button. But still, because you do it so many times, it does add up over time, and it does give you that confidence almost of executing the trade. So yeah, that hopefully if anyone does struggle with execution, backtesting solves that for you. I know it does for me, or it did for me, because I was quite good at analysis at the start anyways. I can see the market flow quite well, but I was never really confident enough to execute my own plan, which is obviously not the best. But after I've seen my stats, after I've seen looking back on my own trading, looking back on my own backtesting, I realized that I am actually missing out on a lot if I don't execute on my trades and if I don't execute on the analysis that I do. So I decided to start doing that, and yeah, it worked out for me so far, and it's pretty good. And the second thing that backtesting helps you with is confidence in holding your trades. If you see your backtesting hits TP more often than it doesn't, it gives you so much confidence to go like, I've seen this strategy work before, I've seen this setup happen so many times before. Let's say you have 100 data points, 60 out of 100 it works out every single time. Then beautiful, then you're gonna have that that confidence to hold your trade for the most part. I mean, it's not the be all and end all that gives you confidence. Obviously winning live trades and getting that that money, that also gives you a bit of confidence, but to start off with, it's a really good way to build your confidence to hold your trades, because I know a lot of traders struggle with the psychology part of trading, and this does kind of solve some part of it, where you're not really, when you see your stop loss getting hit and it's going completely against you, then you're going to realize, oh, I need to stop moving my stop loss back here. I need to stop really almost stacking my losses here. So, and then when you see your winning trades running for such a long time on your backtest, it gives you a bit more confidence to really hold your trades long term, especially if you're a longer term swing trader like myself. Sorry, I got told off in my live one time for saying I'm a longer term trader, because apparently longer term trading isn't a real thing. But that's besides the point. It's a fun story for another day, I suppose. But yeah, so that's another good reason why you should backtest. I hope these are obvious for most people, by the way, and I hope you guys, if it isn't obvious, and I hope it starts to become obvious for you guys, because yeah, backtesting will definitely change your trading for the better. I know it has for me. So before I actually stumbled upon backtesting quite early on, the concept of backtesting and the idea of backtesting. I've actually stumbled upon it, I think, in the first 6 months of my trading, really. So I, straight away got onto it, and that was literally my life, backtesting the markets at, around 18 or 19 years old, after school, after college or whatever. I started backtesting non-stop, and I would do like hours upon hours of it. And I think I do have backtesting to thank for my success so far anyways. And I'm sure my own strategy obviously helped out, and finding a profitable strategy also helped out. But if I didn't test that strategy, I wouldn't have known it's profitable, so I don't know if I would have had the confidence to actually execute on it. But because I did, well, there you go. Okay, I'll stop babbling on about that now. And then next thing is knowing the time and date that you're most profitable. Why is this useful? Well, something called an FTMO challenge, right? So an FTMO challenge, if you guys don't know what that is, or FTMO, if you don't know what that is, it basically is a prop firm that gives you capital for passing the challenges that they give you. You have 2 challenges to do. You have to make 10% within a month, and if you pass that, then you have to make 5% within 2 months just to prove that you are a profitable trader and consistently profitable trader, because obviously you could get lucky with 10%. But if you have another 5% month, then it kind of, well, obviously you can still get lucky the next month, but there's less chance of you being lucky for 2 months in a row, right? So why is it important for FTMO challenges? So obviously they give you a big boost in capital if you do pass it. And knowing the profitable months that you have, so let's say December you have a 7 trade losing streak on your back testing, then you're really not going to do your back test on December, right? It'll be stupid to do so. But let's say January, you consistently make 10% every single month, then why not take the trade? Why not take the challenge then? It gives you, it just gives you the confidence to do certain challenges at certain times. And the second thing about, the confidence, the knowing when you're most profitable is you can kind of take away your chart time, because you don't really want to be in the chart 24/7 or, all day. So it takes away, so let's say you lose every single trade for 100 trades around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then get off the charts at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, spend time with your family, go outside, play some games or do something. That way you're not as tempted to execute trades on 12 o'clock because you haven't won a trade at 12 o'clock in the past. So why do you think you would do so in the future, right? So that's why another reason why knowing when you're most profitable. And the second, well, the complete opposite of that, right, is if you have a 100% win rate at, let's say 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then try your best to be in the chart for every 1 o'clock in the afternoon session, like basically New York sessions. What I'm trying to say, it's as simple as that. That little bit could be the difference of you becoming meh trader to actually a good trader. By meh I mean average okay trader, but to actually becoming a decent or a good trader, right? The second thing is seeing the market movement as how it flows, because as everyone knows, the market is very cyclical, right? So it moves in different way. It moves in waves. It's there's different market cycles, right? So knowing the market cycle you're best at is also a very important part, because you can kind of take away your you may be able to avoid a few losses if you avoid certain market cycles. In order to know when these market cycles are, you kind of have to gain some sort of experience within the market, and you're not going to be able to do that if you're just doing live testing or just doing live trading as a whole. You kind of need to look at previous data to do so, because I don't know who said this, but the market never repeats itself, but it does rhyme. I forgot who said it, but if you guys can find out who it is, and good for you guys. So it's a good way to kind of see the patterns previous to it and almost repeat on itself, but slightly different. I don't know if that makes sense. Again, complete unscripted, so I'm just thinking at the top of my head. But yeah, so it gives you that almost experience of what the market was like previously, and kind of apply it to market today. And that's a very important thing about backtesting, because you're not really seeing the movement per candle. You're just seeing the candle closes, which is obviously a little bit of a drawdown when it comes to backtesting, especially in TradingView, which I use here. You don't get each movement. You don't see the candle movement for each candle, especially on the lower time frames. But you do see candle closes, and that's about it. That's the only downside with the TradingView bit, but it still gives you an idea. It doesn't, obviously, it's not a complete one-to-one picture, but it gives you an idea of how the market moves within your currency, because I am still a big believer that different currencies do act differently to different things, and not all currency pairs are the exact same. So yeah, if you believe in that, then obviously I would definitely backtest your currency pair you're using more often, obviously. I hope that was obvious as well. But yeah, so I think we have 3 minutes left. So I guess, last thing is repetition is key. So repetition is very key for trading. If you don't have, again, that experience backing you, then you're not gonna be able to become a profitable trader quite yet. It takes quite a lot to ingrain certain concepts, certain things in your brain. So repeating it over and over again with backtesting will definitely help, because you can obviously get the repetition if you're live trading, and that's it. But it'll take you quite a long time. It kind of gives you a bit of a speed boost when you backtest. So unfortunately or fortunately, this is going to be the last. I'm not even going to talk about the lifestyle traders because I think that's going to be a video in itself. So I'm just going to leave you guys with this last bit of backtesting because it's not a lot left anyways. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave it in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this, please hit the like button. If you guys want to see more of us, please hit the subscribe button. With that being said, guys, here's the rest of the video. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun.